All right, eighth grade. Today we are going to jump into lesson 13, where I'm going to introduce the performance task to you. So you're going to review the performance task and you're going to analyze a model web page in order to generate criteria for your own web page. You will begin to build your own pages and write a summary together. Before we do that, let's jump into our entrance ticket for today. On page 149 in your student workbooks. Choose an engaging name for your web page that tells the audience which monster you wrote about. Include something interesting about that monster or its story. And then once you guys are done with this, go ahead and share out as a class. So go ahead and pause the video now and begin working on that entrance ticket. All right, guys, now that you've done that, let's look at our learning targets for today. I can generate criteria for an effective web page, and I can use technology to create a web page. All right, guys. So today you're going to apply your learning to help your school, your community, and your environment. This is the habit of character that you're using today. So what does that look like? Applying your learning. What does it sound like? I want you to pause this video and have some discussion about this. What does it look like to apply your learning to help your school, your community, and your environment? And what does it sound like? All right, guys, so it looks like creating posters, videos, leaflets for the school or community, putting together presentations for your school or community, and organizing an event to benefit the school, community, or environment. What does it sound like? What might you hear someone saying that is showing this habit? They might say something like, did you know that my class created this? Did you know that we wrote about this, right? You're promoting what you did in your classroom, hoping that it benefits and impacts the whole school. So let's go ahead and work to generate some criteria for an effective web page. Let's pull up our performance task anchor chart. So performance task anchor chart. Throughout Unit 2, you wrote and revised a new scene for Summer of the Mariposas, in which you modernized a different monster from Latin American folklore. Throughout Unit 3, you wrote an informational essay comparing and contrasting your modernization of your monster with the original folklore. Now you're going to organize your narrative and your essay on a web page with an explanation of how and why your chosen monster was modernized in your narrative. The web page will then be organized on a class website about folklore of Latin America. Your web page will include your new scene for Summer of the Mariposas, a comparison of your modernized monster with the original, and any relevant media, for example, images that you might like to include. All right, guys, so what we're going to do, there's a web page that's hyperlinked here. I'm going to ask that your teacher take you to it. You guys are going to work to fill in your note catcher, which is in your student workbook on page 150. Notice that what you're doing while you're going through this web page is filling in I notice, things you see, and I wonder, questions you have. So please go ahead, pause the video, and work to complete this part of the note catcher now. All right, guys, now that you've done that, take a minute, pause the video again, and share out as a class. Let your colleagues and your peers hear what you found today. All right, guys, so now as a class, you're going to create criteria for an effective web page anchor chart. Yes, I want you to create this together. Based on your findings in this web page and all that you collected here, what do you think it takes to make an effective web page? So go ahead and pause the video, and I want you guys to work on this collectively now as a class. All right, guys, so now that you've done that, you've set some baselines, you know what you're working toward, we're going to begin to create a web page. So you guys today, for your entrance ticket, we're supposed to choose an engaging name for your web page and include something interesting about that monster or its story. So I want you to begin to create a web page. Ms. Mitchell has informed your teachers how to do this, so they are going to take over from here. However, I want to do one more thing before we go. Before class is over today, I want you guys to work to fill out this summary together. This summary is going to go on your class website homepage, and it should work to answer these questions. Which pieces of this could we use and are appropriate? What information is included in this summary? You guys should use these questions to help guide you through this summary. What are you hoping that this summary shares with viewers who are coming and viewing your web pages? So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here and let you guys work to complete this portion of your assignment today. And I'll see you guys again very soon.